Okay, let's do this. Welcome everybody, Louis Marco, still alive, obviously. It's been a long time I did not make a video in such a manner, me talking to a camera. So believe it or not, but I have some stress. Last time I did this was a long time ago. As a matter of fact, it brings me back to the first days I used to make videos about whatever. Mostly fitness related, when I was pretty much rambling about whatever, reviews, opinions, a lot of nonsensical things. But right now it's kind of a crossroad, and that time is definitely past. Most of you do not even remember me from that era. Most of my videos actually of that epoch are either deleted or private. But related to what's happening lately, all of my private videos were somehow deemed non-suitable for advertisers for whatever reason. So as you guys notice, my latest videos, namely 4 of them, were all concerning what happens to my channel and several other channels on YouTube as well. But the most special thing about it, or the most disturbing thing, is that it affected other platforms of my social media, namely Facebook, in which I'm blocked for a picture that was a back double biceps. That's it, of an Egyptian bodybuilder. That's it, as simple as that, right? And on Instagram, I received several warnings about posts that were supposedly not suitable content, all of which I don't even know what they are. But rather the message was clear. I'm not the only one actually touched by this. So I'm coming towards you guys to give you my point of view, or my final point of view about this whole situation. After thinking it over, after receiving countless messages from you guys from all over the world, to which I thank you from the bottom of my heart. But hopefully this video will be the bottom line of this, and tell you what's what after I really, pondered the best I could. Right, so all in for all, it all started, when it comes to myself, about 2 years ago. I used to have a channel called Ask Louis Marco, which I still has. That channel is definitely not related to fitness nor bodybuilding. I used to talk about a lot of diversified topics, mainly redirected towards men and men issues. But back then it was deemed to be too triggering as well, and I had to stop it because of basically that channel got hit, and it also affected my main channel. Now, a lot of you told me, bro, you should have several channels, like 4 or 5, which I do actually have. Louis Marco Time, whatever. Thing is, they're all linked in a sense, right? They're all linked via Google. So if one gets somehow hit, it will affect automatically by a ripple effect the other channel. Believe me, it does happen. But anyway, that channel, I totally forgot about it. But lately, there was a new change as well on YouTube. It happened on August the 7th, which, they implemented a so-called algorithm to try to control the content. Why is this happening? Because back in April, there was the famous adpocalypse. Adpocalypse, basically, I think it was the Washington Post or New York Post. I think it was the Washington Post. Sorry. It was the Wall Street Journal, actually, that published an article stating that some controversial, violent content, hateful content, was receiving ads on YouTube, and of course a lot of advertisers retrieved their ads and their money from YouTube, and it created a catastrophe for us, right? We spoke about it actually, but we went through it. So to try to remedy that, obviously YouTube is getting stricter by the day, and there are certain topics, no matter what is your opinion about them as an individual, as a follower, as a subscriber of mine, it does not matter, because they're deemed to be triggering. And today, right now, I have the perfect, clear confirmation of what I'm stating, right? as you know, when your video get demonetized or actually get deemed as non-advertiser friendly for most of the advertisers, it will still receive some ads, but it's just mere few, so it's just pennies compared to what it used to receive before. We have a process of trying to actually contest that or request a manual review, which I did, and I received some replies about these, and I guarantee you that, well, some of them got actually accepted back, so they have the green line next to them, but some specific ones actually are absolutely not to be saluted, and they told me it was verified manually and definitely not good. So it's a clear signal that for me, I made a video about Dunkirk movie, the Swedish issue with boys being arrested, definitely not saluted. They're manually verified, and damn you, Louis, you should not talk about it. So that's that, just to clear that up. And it mostly started with that, right? On my Instagram, same topics that are deemed to be very, very triggering, so not addressable, right? Not addressable as well. Yes. Some very famous YouTubers who made videos about me sent me screenshots today, and just the fact of them mentioning my name on the title, they got some very, very, very bad news, and I'm sorry for them, right? I didn't know it was to that extent, but that's that. So my name is not saluted as for now. So what is the solution for me? Well, it is a clear signal. I mean, as a matter of fact, they are the owner of this platform. So whether I like it or not, I need to abide by the rules basically designated by them. Is it good business for them? It's not up to me to say that, right? As a matter of fact, bottom line, everybody can say, bro, Louis Marco, if you're not satisfied, just quit YouTube and go to another platform. As a matter of fact, I was contacted by VidMe today. So VidMe contacted me and they're inviting me to go to their platform. So I'll have to consider that. But in the meantime, since I'll stay on YouTube for whatever time, I'll have to abide by these new rules. Indeed, they are restricted, but there are certain topics you just cannot address anymore. As a matter of fact, as funny as it is, I cannot even make videos about synthol anymore. You just cannot say that, or even words like crazy triceps or killer triceps. You cannot put the word killer because, well, it is triggering in itself, although it has nothing to do with violence. But that's that. As for your suggestions, well, thankfully YouTube now is not my main revenue in life since a while, actually, right? That's why I'm not really worried about YouTube. It is a secondary revenue, although it was important back in the day. A lot of people were making a living actually out of YouTube, right? Being YouTubers full time, and they were banking on it, right? Well, obviously my expertise is not making videos. I don't make training videos or things like that. My videos are merely entertainment for whatever, right? Sometimes they're funny, sometimes they're cringe-worthy, but that's that. My main revenue, and the one that is more gratifying for me, it is a real job. It is, you know, me interacting with you guys as my trainees. I have tons of you guys who I train on a daily basis. Amazing success stories. I have a different computer dedicated to that. So it's totally a passionate work that I do. And well, of course, I interact with these trainees via social media mainly. So till then, I will refrain from, you know, being cringe-worthy as per the new metrics, because at the end of the day, you have no choice. Or, well, you might as well just leave, or they will make you leave, right? So I'll come back to the usual business when it comes to fitness, although I'll have to make it vanilla, so no more triggering, you know, name or title like the most killer triceps of all time, or synthol gains, or as a matter of fact, I made a video about a Syrian soldier who had synthol oil and since it was related to being a soldier and I think war in Syria, it was not saluted. And it is the case of probably, last time I checked, about 16 or 17 pages of videos. Each one has like 25 videos, I think, that are not deemed to be saluted by the current YouTube. As for Facebook, there is no recourse whatsoever. You just shut up and move on. A picture of a back double bicep, what can you do? You can send them an email, they'll tell you thank you for your feedback, right? As a matter of fact, it's not the first time I got hit on Facebook. I lost 500,000 fan page actually because of such nonsensical things. Although there are some pages who publish some crazy fights, crazy violence, and well, they're okay. But some of so it's what we call in French arbitraire, meaning arbitrary. So if a guy deems you're not okay, and that's it. But all in all, it's all related to what's happening in the world. If you guys are not aware, in the U.S. they're talking about new laws to try to control the social media and make them as a special kind of business. And the social media themselves are not liking that, so probably they're trying to counter that by their own measures, right? And we are all in the mix. Although technically I have no dog in this fight. I'm not American. Sometimes I do express my opinions about the American politics, but then again, they're the biggest players in the world, so whatever happens in the US affect us all. Although if you live in Europe or just like myself in Canada, it will affect you whether you like it or not, right? Other very prominent figures have been and today I could not even publish this, right? But the first person who got hit on YouTube, then Facebook, then even Patreon, they removed her, today was removed from Instagram. And all she was posting was pretty much hedgehogs pictures, but they got removed. She got removed. So it's so clear signal for everybody. The funny thing is most of these guys that are being hit, they're being somehow tagged as being from the alt-right, alternative right of the US, which is a new movement somehow connected to the Trump supporters and things like that. And while you have Louis Marco, right? I'm North African, freaking immigrant. I have all kind of hybridized blood. So technically I'm Berber. So I'm not white, so to speak. Not related by no means to white supremacists. By no measures. I am Muslim on record. I speak Arab, or as you guys say, Arab, right? But somehow now, I'm being dinged like the other guys. Also to be noted, whatever you subscribe to on YouTube can be monitored. Whatever pages you're subscribed to on Facebook, of course, is known, right? And me being subscribed to some closed groups on Facebook might be not saluted, right? Although personally I don't even type in these groups, but you know, as you know, there are some closed groups. When it comes to my following and subscription on YouTube, I do subscribe to a lot of alternative media on YouTube, all English speakers, either from the UK, mostly from the US, of course, and they're totally different from CNN, to not name them. And as a matter of fact, I'm not subscribed to No Fitness channel, just to tell you the truth, right? I subscribe to a lot of, scientific channels, a lot of cars channels, and mostly a lot of alternative media channels. And that's that. So bottom line for me is I have to conform to the new unwritten rules, because even if you're a lawyer, be my guest and try to decipher the new algorithm or the laws you need to abide by. Quite murky, quite complicated, and well, not easy to understand. Definitely nebulous in a sense. That's one thing. A lot of you guys suggested for me to start up some Patreon or some PayPal donation, things like that. Well, I could do that in a sense, but quite frankly, I prefer giving a service rather than that. If I do have Patreon or PayPal donation, I want my followers to do consider it as a last alternative. I feel bad receiving free money for that because my videos are not time consuming. It is merely a passion and entertainment for you guys as it is for myself. But if you help, by all means, I do thank you. But as it is my first revenue and the most gratifying and the most challenging, because it's not easy, it is being a trainer for you guys. So if you guys didn't know, and probably a lot of you guys, millions of my viewers don't even know, but I do train people, right? So I'll leave the address below. It's called luimarcotraining@gmail.com. Send me an email there to request information. It will be my pleasure to send you information about my services, and it is done 100% by me. I have no basically employees. If you receive a voicemail, it is this voice right here. It is my expertise put in to you guys, of course, offered exclusively to naturals, right? If you cannot help you, if you're enhanced, I'm honest with you, I'm not gonna take your money. That's that. God bless you all. Thank you for the major support, and I'm sorry for everybody who got affected by me in an indirect way. Some people made videos about me and I got dinged. Everybody sent me a question, bro, this guy made a video about you, and I think, you know, he got hit. Yes, so that's how triggering it is. So final word, LUI will no longer address those subject. I'm sorry guys, you need to understand my situation. I mean, again, I fled a region that is pretty much unstable, freaking North Africa. And back in the day, North Africa, there was freaking civil war, right? It's not like right now. As a matter of fact, right now, I don't know what it is because I didn't go back there since like more than 20 years. So I cannot tell you what is Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, right? Or France, because I was there too. So I'm North African. I'm thankful to live here. There's some good sides, bad sides too, but I need to roll with them. And you guys know what's up. There are new rules. You need to abide by them. What will the future be like? I don't know. Be my guest, because it is kind of special. Some people are saying it is totalitarian. Some people say it is too extreme. Probably, I don't know. All I can tell you on a personal level, I'm quite thankful. Seriously, I'm quite thankful. I'm quite happy to not have kids who have to go through what's about to happen, because it does not usher a good future for liberties of expression, right? Being somehow restricted in a certain way. But then again, I'm not complaining. I have just to abide by these rules now, and that's that. I don't know if my channel will ever come back to a proper good standing by today's standard. I don't know, because every video I post, by default, before even publishing a title on it, before putting tags on it, it will be deemed not suitable by default. So this video, although it will have just no title whatsoever or no triggering title, will not be proper. But hopefully I answered all your questions. And again, thank you for all the support I received. And I'm keen also again to read your comments below. So please let me know what's up. And again, first thing you can do for the LUI, besides the t-shirts, because like everybody sells t-shirt, and I'm probably gonna do that for you guys because you're requesting them, some funny t-shirts with my famous quotes and saying, I'll absolutely do it. But everybody does that, right? And it's nothing special, right? Something special for me is to provide a proper service. When you pay for something, you get dividends, you get a proper service, and that's me being a trainer. It is the most gratifying service I ever had. I can take only a limited number of clients since I'm rolling by my own, but you know, working with you guys from all over the world, having clients calling me from Australia telling me, bro, I cannot have bison meat, so can I go with kangaroo meat? And yeah, I say yes, kangaroo meat is loyal. In Europe it is horse meat, things like that. I love basically doing these kind of specific programs and meal plans and training plans according to whatever the demands of the clients are. Salute you wherever you are. God bless you. And again, submerge me with comments below. Have a nice one.